Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well today. Hang on 1 second. All right. Hello, Gina M. And I like the new name, Silver Dreams. Kathy, hello. George, Butterfly Kisses, Earth Mama, Patty G, Misty. Sure, I'm missing a few. Elvira Rosa, Marilyn. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be back with you all. Hi, Judy B. Oh, I'm feeling good today. Last week, just energetically, I was really drained. I have an impacted wisdom tooth that was infected, so that wasn't any fun. I have to wait till the end of January to get that pulled. So that is why I wasn't on last week. Hi, Kelly. I hope everybody's doing well. I know right now is a kind of chaotic time for everyone with the holidays. So, sorry, I was getting a text message. So, yeah, it's pretty chaotic, and I had my holiday family party yesterday. So, yeah, Lauren, it was not fun. The swelling and infection, I've been doing salt rinses, so it hasn't been bothering me this week. But yeah. All right. Well, today I'm going to be doing political, world events, spiritual questions. You can all submit those by writing your questions in all caps. Try putting a heart emoji. I'm going to try to keep up with the chat, so if I missed your question, just resend it, and yeah, I'll look at that for you. All right. So does anybody have any questions to start? I'm waiting on questions. If you're not subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe. I'm trying to get up to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'm going to do a couple giveaways for 30-minute readings. I think I'm going to do 2 of them when I hit that mark. And maybe I'll have something else planned, a special video or something. So really want to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and yeah. All right. Let's see. I got a couple questions written I can throw in the meantime. Thank you, Rose. Earth Mama, I did catch that on the news today. I haven't really been watching it all that much, so yeah, I did see that pop up on the news today. Cute, another German Shepherd. All right. George has a question. Oh, I agree with you, George. You know, I think especially like with Merrick Garland, he's just trying to be very careful and not trying to come off as partisan. And so yeah, it's a little bit slower than what it's a little slower than what we'd all like. We can start to see some big stuff unfolding. I mean, last week was a pretty big news week, so my guides had tell me the end of December would be a big news with it January 6th, and I feel more coming. So, hi Connie and Debo. But yeah, I can let's start some cards on Trump. I haven't read on him in a while. Not my most favorite person to read on, but let's see. All right, I'm going to take in your question. I agree, George. He's just being meticulous and gathering as much evidence as he can. But I know a lot of people are getting pretty frustrated with Garland. But we're going to see a lot more stuff coming out here soon. Like I said, even last week was a pretty big news week. So I feel there's going to be some stuff this week or next week too. Right. All right. I got to ground my energy a little bit. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say. What's going on with Trump right now? Excuse me. All right. I definitely see some movement coming his way. He is in a lot of defensive positions. Right now, he's standing his own ground. He's on the defensive. He's feeling very tired energetically, but he still thinks he is the emperor. The energy crossing him is he's still slightly hopeful that all this news coming out isn't going to destroy him, but he's in for a rude awakening with the hangman crossing that. It's a shift from perspective. He won't feel that hope here very much longer because above him, there's a lot of movement around a lot of secrets coming out and his secret dealings. He's trying to go within and escape from all of that. But there's some information from his past that's going to make him look very foolish, and he will have a lot of judgment in the short-term future. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like it's Letitia James in her investigation in the Trump org. That's what's going to really get him. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Pentacles. This is my Trump card, Knight of Wands, and he's losing that fight. So, hey, Ron. Oh, we got 23 people on. Hello to everybody else that's joined. I hope that you're all doing well. I know it's a stressful time right now with the holidays, but I hope that you all have a happy holiday. And I'm glad to be back on with you all. Thank you for being understanding, too, that I need to take some time off last week. So, all right. My phone keeps blowing up. Sorry about that. No, this is an interesting question, Silver. Silver asked, do we become beams of light after we reach nirvana? I don't know about beams of light, but definitely energetically. The way I see spirit is usually in orbs, and it's energy. So that energy has a higher frequency when your vibrations are raised and you're operating out of that unconditional love. And I don't know. I think as you reach higher densities, you're supposed to become lighter and lighter. But I don't know about beams of light. I do see energy as colors, though, sometimes, especially when I'm doing Reiki. So that's an interesting question. Hattie G asked, why is Trump's having a conference on January 6th in Mar-a-Lago? I didn't hear about that. All right, we'll use a different deck. Let's see what the cards have to say on that, Patty. If anybody else has any questions, I'm doing political, world events, spiritual. You can send them all and write them all in caps and put some emojis next to it. And I'm going to try to keep up with the chat. Hi, MK Karen. I hope you're doing well. You can write them all in caps and put some emojis or hearts next to it. So if I miss your question, just resend it. And I'm going to try to keep up with the chat since it's just me on today. All right. What is this conference? Well, my high priestess came up, so whatever this conference is, it's secretive. Does anybody have any details on this conference? Is he having a bunch of Republicans in there? Because it feels like it's political. Maybe trying to get everybody on the same page with a lot of this stuff coming out from the January 6th. Hi, Aspie. Hey, Kelly. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that's what I was just saying. I think somebody's backstabbed him. Somebody's given some information to the January 6th that he's not happy about. Hey, Chris. Oh, yeah, I don't think it's about that. He's posturing. He likes the donations he's getting in from saying he's going to run. I don't see that. He might position himself and announce that he's going to. I don't see him actually doing it though. When push comes to shove and it gets closer to 2023 when he's would run. I think it has something to do with Ivanka. Maybe Ivanka's given some information up because it definitely feels like it's like he's getting Republicans there or his family from like the Trump org. Because there's some news coming out. I got the cherry at my last reading. It's going to be very burdensome for him. I get the Daughter of Pentacles in this deck with the Lightning Strike. So big news, big communications. A lot of energy coming in with that and the Chariot. I think they're trying to get some stories straightened and so everybody's on the same page, because above I'm getting the Magician trying to manifest it, and with the Temperance, I think they're trying to slow everything down. So I think he's trying to make everybody stall to slow everything down for midterms when they're hoping to retake the House, which I don't see happening. And then if they did retake the House, then they would stop their investigations. Some greedy dealings that he was doing. I get the Mother of Cups in the past, and that's normally my Ivanka card. Whatever it is, there's devastation. Somebody's turning and walking away, and heartbreak over this situation. You get the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, some ruin. I don't think that this conference is anything good. I think he's doing some damage control. We got 34 people in now. Hello, everyone. Ooh, who's getting divorced? I don't think, if you're talking about Melania, I don't see that happening right now. Although I don't think that they are together. I think Melania is in New York and he's at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, that conference is not good. There's a lot of negative energy around that. Yeah, I agree, Kathy. It's going to backfire. He's trying to rein everything in because the information's coming out and it's getting really intense. So I think he's just trying to stall and get everybody on the same page, but I don't see that working. I see a woman giving information up. If she hasn't already, she will be very soon. So I'm wondering if that's Ivanka. I do see them getting divorced at some point. It feels like it's a couple of years off. I'm feeling 2023. Melania has no interest in going back to the White House and being First Lady again either. So you're welcome, Patty. I have always seen that them separating, but not right now. Ivanka is going to throw everybody under the bus. Her husband, her father, her brother. She's going to do whatever she has to do to avoid jail time. So. All right, I see KS has a question. Will there be another variant after Omicron? Will it ever end? Yeah, it was really weird because I remember in the summer I was predicting I saw it being really bad in the fall and then towards the end of the year and then getting better next year. But it got pushed back a little bit. The energy changed and got delayed a little bit because we're definitely seeing that big spike now. I'm feeling it will settle down in March. But it is something that we're going to have to deal with for the next few years, unfortunately. I see it getting a lot more manageable, though, and I see more and more people getting vaccinated. And I mean, you're going to always have those crazies out there that, you know, they don't want to get the jab. But I can ask my pendulum. I do feel that there's going to be another variant, but I see it getting milder and milder. They're even saying with this new variant, the Omicron, that it's a lot more contagious, but people getting sick, it's a lot less. We got a lot of new people in here. Hey, Sharon Saib. If you're doing well, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chaos. I'm sending you a lot of healing energy. I know. I just got my booster, not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before. And that I had just, that's another reason why I took last week off, because I was a little tired for a few days afterwards. I didn't get sick like I did after my second Pfizer shot, but yeah, I hope you're doing all right, Chaos. Oh, did we? My internet connection must be slow today. I don't know if I froze on everybody. All right, I'm gonna ask. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Chaos. The important thing is that you know, you're not in the place where you need to go to the hospital. But yeah, I'm very sorry. I remember last year, I didn't celebrate any of the holidays with my family, and it was very sad. So, all right, let me ask my pendulum if there's going to be another variant. I'm already feeling that there will be, but all right. I am getting a yes that there will be another variant after this. Let me ask if with each new variant, if people are getting less sick. Yeah, I'm feeling that and you may be getting more contagious with it, but I'm getting that it's people aren't getting as sick as this virus mutates now, which is a good thing. Like I said, I feel like it's going to be bad after the holidays a little bit. Feeling it easing in March, and I still feel next year is going to be more manageable than what it has been this last year and the year before. But I'm so sorry that yeah, I agree, Gina. She says Linda G says that there would be a significant one, then dies down. I feel that the Delta was a really significant one. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know that the energy kind of changed with the virus because I did see it getting really bad in the fall, and it was pretty mild. And then I think after Halloween and then Thanksgiving, we're seeing a lot of people were together, and that's why we're seeing it getting so bad right now. Well, you're all sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. And if you're not subscribed, please do, because I'm trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. And once I do get there, I'm going to do a drawing for two 30-minute readings with myself. And I don't have it completely planned, but I'm going to do a nice thank you video. Hi, Angel. I see. I do see with the boosters and everything. Yeah, people are still getting it, but it really is helping with keeping people from going to the hospital and getting really sick. Plus, I think they just started some new medicine for people that are really deathly ill from it. That's really helping. So I do really see it dying down here soon. Oh, wow, we almost have 40 people on. Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm sending your sister and your family a lot of healing energy, dozen cats. I know so many people that have had it. I was I was a little skeptical about getting the booster, not because of my guides or anything. I felt it was safe, but just because everybody's starting to get sick, and I had not a really bad reaction to my second shot, but I was sick for about a day or two afterwards. But still worth it if it helped keep me from going to the hospital if I did get the virus. And so I was thinking about it, but then there's so many people at my work, both of my jobs that have been getting it. And I was like, I really need to do something to protect myself a little bit more. So I did get my booster a little over a week ago. So, all right. Yeah, that's what I saw on my cards. I felt like it was Ivanka. I've always felt Ivanka was going to flip on the whole family. Are toddlers able to get the vaccine right now? I don't know if they are. Isn't it 5 and up? Hey Scott, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I have one side of my family that has not gotten vaccinated. I'm sure I don't really talk to them too much. But my other side, I mean, I have some people that have not. But yeah, I feel it's coming, but I don't think that they've done that yet. Yes, Ivanka is flipping. I think it will be okay, Karen. I haven't gotten any. I know some people do have bad reactions to it, but most do not, and it's very small. So, but I always like to wait and give it a little bit of time after they do allow something, just so you can see what the results are in. But I feel is it your granddaughter that you're worried about? I feel she'll be safe. Yeah, I have a side of my family I don't speak to either. What do I see this week? I definitely see a lot more stuff coming out on Manchin and him talking about the Build Back Better. I see a lot more talks and emphasis on the voters' rights, which I have that written down. I want to read on that. I don't know if it's this week or next week. I feel like it might be next week, but I see a lot more bombshells coming out of the January 6th as well. Oh, yeah, Meadows. That could be what I'm seeing, Scott. Yeah, I definitely feel an indictment coming up as well. Hey, Dean, what's going on? Chat's moving fast today. What did I miss? Did you post a question, Chris, that I missed? Yeah, I don't know if that indictment's coming this week. It feels like it's next week, but it is coming very shortly. I don't know if I want to say what my guides just told me, because I don't want to put energy to it. But there might be another domestic terrorism incident coming up too. I don't know if it's this week or next week, but yep, I've always felt end of December being a big week. And last week was really a big week. A lot of stuff was coming out. No, I'm sorry, Aspie. It's definitely been a hard 2 years since this has all started. I see it going on for the next few years, but I see it dying down and becoming a lot more manageable spring of next year. Nobody wants to talk about what, Chris? Yes, I agree. Yeah, I don't want to really put any energy into that, Chris. But yeah, I my guides did just tell me that when I was feeling the energy. Let's just all pray and send lots of love and protection to anybody affected by that. I get a lot of cruise questions. Yeah, I do feel that some in the cruise industry will be affected, but I'm really feeling a lot of things letting up in spring, early summer. Yes. Yep, you're right, Aspie. You just got to keep moving forward. It is a hard time, but and not to take away from anybody that's had a hard time in this, because yeah, there's been a lot of sadness with the pandemic and everything. But if you can turn something negative into a positive, it's been a really big time to do a lot of that self work and really a lot of reflecting work internally for a lot of us too. So, but not to negate anything that's happened to people, because yeah, there's been a lot of sadness that just has happened. Doofus Perry. I know people keep talking about Perry. I'm not sure who that is though. Yes, just count your blessings. Okay, let's look at some other stuff. If you want, let's throw some cards on Manchin. I kind of want to see what's going on with him, since he said he would vote no for the Build Back Better. Scott, I think your daughter's going to have a good time. I don't see there being any issues with travel, for if that's what you're asking. Is there a small group of you going for their wedding? Valentine's in February, right? Yeah, I hear you. He's not my favorite either, Chris. He's bought and paid for, but I think we all know that. So About 1,000 friends and family. Oh, wow. I was feeling it was a smaller group, but I think it will be okay. I think it's going to be on a beautiful day. So I definitely felt multiple people going, but I didn't know about 1,000. But hey, Sheila, I think it's going to be okay, Scott. All right. What I'm feeling though with this Build Back Better and with Manchin in there is I do feel like it's going to get cut back more. There might only be like 3 or 4 things in the bill, but I see that I see it being broken up into a couple different bills that will get passed over the next couple of years. Hey, Debsy and Teresa. Yeah, just take your precautions and, wear your masks, especially in indoor areas if there's a bunch of you getting together. I see it still happening, and I think you're going to have a fun time, Scott. So, but I see the bill getting broken up. I think there's going to be maybe 3 or 4 things in the bill when it does pass, and I do feel like it's probably going to be sometime next summer. I'm feeling so. I feel like it's a little off. Maybe end of spring, beginning of summer. I'm feeling like in May they're going to get that done, but it will be less than what we want. But they will put the rest of it in other bills that will come out after we get a bigger majority in the House and Senate. I get that Joe Manchin's really pissed off right now, though. I know that they were saying that he was saying that he was getting upset with like the White House staff, and I definitely feel that they really offended him or something. He doesn't like to be called out, but yeah, I definitely feel he's not very happy right now. All right, let's see. What's the energy around Joe Manchin? Oh, I agree, Chris. Yeah, I definitely see. He got an offer, and it has to do with money. So he's definitely bought and paid for. I feel there were probably some Republican donors that didn't want this bill going through right now. So he got some money to put a stink into that. He also really likes the power, and he likes being the one that can control Biden's agenda. He wants to shift the party. He doesn't want it to be so progressive. He wants it to be very moderate. But I definitely see movement on him taking that money. So that money will be the donors that he got money from. It will be revealed. And yeah, it's going to be emotional for him when it does. He's going to end up walking away. I don't know if I feel he won't be voted back in, and there's going to be a lot of judgment around him, a lot of pressure. So, but I do see it. I do see that bill getting passed. It feels like spring, summer. It'll be broken down, and then they'll get the rest of it passed within the next 2 or 3 years. Yeah, he's He's power hungry. He likes being the one that can hold up his agenda. Yeah, he's not very happy right now. That's for sure. He doesn't like all the pressure. All right. I would disagree. I don't think he's quite as bad as Trumpet, but he's not much better. Yeah, I feel like with the I think his main problem is the clean energy parts of that bill. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I see him actually voting for it, but I agree, Kathy. I do feel there might be one or two Republicans that will cross aisles to help get it passed. I'm feeling like that might be the case with the voting rights too, because I see them making the changes to the filibuster. Now, I had always felt that it would happen after the election, but I feel like the energy is starting to change. So let's do that. Let's look at the voters' rights. I'm going to ask my pendulum. Yeah, Chris, I agree. And we're going to really see that happen after the midterm elections. My guides have always shown me that when the Democrats retain the House and the Senate, a lot of these Republicans are going to realize that with Trump being the head of the party, they're not going to be winning elections or be able to get into power. And you're going to literally see the Republican Party split in half. You're going to have, all the crazy Trumpers on one side, and then, the more moderate Republicans on the other. And I think that that's really going to help us in upcoming elections because their votes are going to be split. Yeah, when well, I think that there was clean energy in the bill that already passed, and I do see there being a lot of jobs created with that infrastructure. Yeah, I felt the energy start to change. I wasn't sure if it would happen before or not, but I see them making the voter rights like the next really big focus for the Democrats. Yeah, I'm feeling two, maybe three. I feel Collins might vote for it and Murkowski, and then there's a guy that I think will think about it. I'm not sure if I was feeling May for the Build Back Better, but I do feel a change in the energy. I think Democrats aren't going to let the voter rights bill go. But let me just ask my pendulum if that's going to pass in the spring, because I'm starting to feel springtime for the voters' rights. I'm getting a no for spring. I am getting, though, that it will pass before the midterm. Okay, well, that's good. I just asked if it would pass in the summertime and got a yes, so I'm feeling it's between spring and summer. Yeah, I was feeling springtime intuitively. The pendulum said yes to summer, but Yeah, I do think that it's gonna. I was feeling spring as well, Scott. Yes, Aspie. McConnell's gonna go away in 23. I feel like it's the very beginning of 2023. I feel like he will stay on after midterms for a couple months and then he will leave. Mm. Yeah, right. I agree, Scott. Like I said, I agree with you. I was feeling spring. Yeah, I feel it's a couple of the moderate ones are thinking about the voter rights. I feel like there will be two, maybe three that Republicans that will go along with it. Could be the Build Back Better too. That's what Kathy was saying. All right. Been on for 45 minutes. Well, thanks for stopping by, Scott. It's always a pleasure to have you on, and let's do another collab here soon. Yep, I agree. Sometimes I get that way with my cards too, where I feel something. The cards are saying one thing, but intuitively I feel it a lot stronger. So, but usually it's just interpretation with that. I've read on this before, Dozen Cats. I feel eventually it's going to be a 4 or 5 party system, to be honest with you, but I feel like that's a decade out. I see the Republican Party fracturing, like I said, after midterms, where you're going to have, the crazy Trumpicans on the one side, and then the more moderate Republicans on the other. But we're also seeing it happening in the Democratic Party too, where you have the really progressives, and then the more moderates in the middle. But that energy, I think, is going to be okay for the next few years. But eventually, yeah, it's going to be a multiple party system. It's over a decade out, though. Yeah, I see a lot of reforms coming in to the rules. I definitely see they're going to be slow about it at first with the filibuster, but eventually they're going to change the rules. I feel like they're going to make it a talking filibuster. All right. Do we have any other political, world events, spiritual questions? Yeah, and I think that's a good point, George. And I think that's why you see a lot of people going to the extreme end, like with Trump, because they're tired of the the corrupt politicians and everything like that. I do see though that we are going to get a lot more honest people in there. Once a lot of these people start retiring, when we get a lot more new people in there. Pope. Hmm. I don't think I've ever read on the Pope before. I'm getting that the Pope is feeling really tired right now. I don't know if he's just had a cold or something, but he feels like he's a little bit low energy right now. And also that he needs to watch his health because I feel like he might have some heart issues. I already kind of read on that, Patty. I do feel like this will be around for the next 2 or 3 years. However, as as we get new variants, I see it becoming less deadly. Um, it's not, people aren't getting so sick, and I feel like we're doing a lot to get it manageable. And I feel like in the springtime, it's going to be a lot better. Oh, that's a question for Kathy. She was actually messaging me about this today. Um, I do feel with that new Madrid fault line, and Kathy feels it too. I don't know if it will affect Kentucky. I'm feeling more into Missouri. Yeah, I think it will affect Kentucky too. I'm feeling sometime in the spring that there may be an earthquake, but nothing catastrophic. It feels like it's around the 5 range. Um, so I think any damage would be very minor with that, but I think it's going to really startle people. Yes, KS. Beto will eventually win an election. I'm feeling Senate. Um, I know some people have seen him winning the governorship. I'm not feeling that right now. Um, I hope I'm wrong with that. I think he would be a really good governor, but I think he's a little too progressive for governor in Texas. I think that, not that I disagree with him, but when he was running for president, what he was saying about gun rights and all that, I don't see him. I don't see Texas really liking that, but I do feel he will be a senator eventually. It doesn't feel like it's this election. I feel like it's a lot of support, but there's still a lot of that cheating going on in Texas right now. So maybe people are picking up that he should win, but because of the cheating, I don't feel it. But I do see that support continuing, and I think it's Cruz's seat that he'll end up taking in 2024. Are the crime stats really high in New York City, Elvira? I lived in New York City. I went to school there and studied musical theater out of high school for a year. I lived in the Upper West Side of Manhattan for the year, and the crime was pretty low. But I do feel like he will be tough on crime, and I think he'll do a good job in that. I feel it's going to be a rough winter depending on where you're at in Canada, dozen cats. I feel the middle part being very cold and a lot of snow. I think there might be a couple good snowstorms that come through. Yeah, I agree, Kathy. I feel Beto will be a senator. I don't see him as the governor right now. I'm feeling 2 major hurricanes in 2022 that hit Florida. It's going to be a big hurricane season. I'm feeling like 4 or 5 really good sized ones. I need to, me and Kathy need to get together and do our 2022 predictions. I just feel like I have no time to do it right now. It might end up happening in beginning of next year. Well, it might be his seat that I'm seeing him take than Beto taking Kathy. Yeah, I think I did feel he would leave before too. Yeah, I think he will get in the Senate. I've always felt that. No, I don't see anything happening to the San Francisco Bay Bridge right now. Yeah, Patty, my guides have showed me with a lot of the Earth events and um, the Earth kind of purging a lot of stuff. I see a lot of flooding, unfortunately, and then you see a lot of the fires too. But yeah, I definitely feel a lot of flooding, and it's going to be something that we have to deal with. Even last year was pretty bad weather related, and I don't see it really letting up anytime soon. Yeah, let's do something after the holidays and get our 2022 predictions out, Kathy. Yeah, I want to. I just feel like I don't have a whole lot of time. But yeah, I will make that a priority. I'll probably, me and Kathy will get together and probably do something, and probably put it out in January sometime. So, all right. Yeah, I'm not feeling like it falling from like an earthquake, if that's what you were asking. But I do feel, I think Northern California did just have an earthquake. I've felt a lot of kind of activity up in the Northern California, Oregon area. I think even a lot of the earthquakes that were happening in Oregon, my guides had always show me Oregon. So, but I think it might be, in the high 6, 7 range, which would probably have a lot of damage, but nothing like really, really severe, I hope. I'm glad that your husband's doing better, Kathy. I see with the winter time, I see it being a much colder winter, and I see more snow coming up in the northeast. Yeah, I agree, Kathy. I don't know if one of the hurricanes that one of the big ones next year um, feels like it kind of goes up the coast, but I don't know if it's going to hit Maine, but I think it will hit parts of the New England states. I've always felt 2023 or 24. I feel like I say that a lot for a lot of these questions, but I feel like a lot of those big changes are happening in 2023. All right, let's ask the pendulum. Yep, I'm feeling 2023, end of 2022, beginning of 2023 for Putin leaving. You might, I know Kathy said she felt that. I feel like they might feel a little bit of it, but I feel the actual earthquake is in like northeast Missouri. So you might feel a little bit of that in Chicago, but I'm not seeing any damage, Karen, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Yeah, I was feeling that too, Kathy. Yeah, it feels like it's a couple days, Lauren. And even with that New Madrid fault line, I don't. I feel like it might be in the 5 range, maybe at the very bottom of a 6. But I'm not. I see it startling people more than there being a lot of damage. I'm not feeling an involvement. I don't know in what way, if you're feeling like a relationship or not. I can ask my pendulum, but I'm not. If it might be something small if they did talk, but I don't feel like they have like a partnership going on or anything like that. You're welcome, Karen. Yeah, my pendulum says nope, doesn't cats. Yeah, I'm worried about the snow a little bit for me, but I feel like it's going to be worse because I'm in Northeast Ohio. I feel like it's going to be more worse into PA and then up into New England, and then the middle of the country. I see a lot of coldness and freezing temps. Hmm. Yeah, when I was feeling the energy, it didn't resonate with me. I didn't really feel a connection between the two. The pendulum said no, but you know, it's an interesting question. Are you talking about in his own home, or is there a Lincoln bedroom in the White House? Maybe. I'm kind of feeling yes, though, but I'm not sure where you're talking about. Oh, okay. I definitely feel that there is some ghosts in the White House, though, past presidents and all that. I'm feeling 3 or 4 that like to stay there. Yeah, I'm getting yes. There's a portal in there, Chris. That's interesting. I think Lincoln might be one of the ones that like to reside in the White House too. All right. Do we have any more questions before we wrap up? I had a fun time hanging out with everyone today. Yeah, that is a little weird, but when I read your question, I felt yes instantly. So yeah, it's a little strange, but it's cool. Hmm. All right. Yeah, Kathy, I'm feeling like 3 or 4 ghosts that reside there. Well, thanks, George. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you too, Chris. Do we have any more questions to wrap up? Now I'll pull a card for the collective. We had a lot of people on watching today. I don't think I normally have. We've been up around 40 for a while. Oh, thanks, Chris. Yes, I do private readings. I have my email in the description box, so if anybody's interested in a private reading, you can send me an email and we can set something up and I can go over rates and all that. I already read on that, Patty. You must have missed it, but I did read on the next week. I got a yes, Connie. I definitely see a raise for teachers. Feels like it's sometime next year. Yeah, I'm probably, if anybody did want to do a private reading, I'm not doing anything for the rest of this year. It'd be very beginning of January. And also, if anybody wants to donate to the channel, I have my PayPal in the description box. Donations are always appreciated. So, all right. Well, I think we're wrapping up on questions. So let's pull a yes, Kathy. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I would really appreciate that as well. Let's end with a message to you all from Spirit. Merry Christmas, Judy. I enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karen. This one came flying out, so. So your postcard from Spirit is you are loved. And it says, Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different, set that boundary, delegate responsibilities to another, ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it is not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so, so much. Well, Spirit loves you all, and I love you all as well. I hope that you all have a happy holidays, and I'm hoping to jump on next Tuesday. So, yeah, I can relate with that too, Chris. All right. But I love you all. Have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone.